Are you looking for resources to help you start or run your website design business and help you improve your client's process? If so, then I'd love for you to consider our program, Standout Squarespace. Our program is known for teaching you how to creatively use code to create unexpected and sought-after websites. But it is also packed with business resources to help you start and run your web design business. Let me walk you through the aspects of the program that help you improve your client's process. First, the program is actually composed of 2 levels, the foundations and the advanced. You have the option to enroll in the foundations tier first, and then once you're ready, you may upgrade to access the advanced lessons. So the foundations level is where you'll learn how to build Squarespace sites the professional way, so you can confidently craft expert level sites without having to code just yet. You mentioned you already looked into our sales page where you'll have the option to choose whether to go with the foundations or the full tier, but we actually have this link that leads you to a dedicated page for the foundations level, because the foundations level alone is packed with so many elements. I cannot even pack all of them on the main sales page. So if you'd like to learn more about the foundations level, you may check out standoutsquare.space/foundations. And you'll find that this level contains mostly what you are looking for at this point, which is the business aspect of running a web design business. I believe you're particularly looking for process templates and checklists. We have everything that you need. So this is like a preview of the templates, scripts, content guides that are provided in the program. I am very proud to mention that we have the most complete business resources for website designers. To better visualize that, we have this document that summarizes all the content guides, checklists that you'll need to build a project. And we have this client process map. So from inquiry to discovery to booking, you'll have the tools, templates, and resources to help you. We have, for example, this discovery questionnaire in different formats such that you can ask all the questions needed to start a project. Here's how our discovery questionnaire looks like. This is interactive. So if the client adds their name, the questions will also be dynamic. And what's great is you just need to click this use this template button to copy this to your free account. And then this is also divided into pages, so it won't be overwhelming for your clients. We also have welcome guide. This is a welcome kit in XD and Figma. If you're not using XD or Figma, we have lessons on how you can get started using those tools, or you can adapt them to your design software of choice. And then we also have copy prompts. These are content guide to help your clients provide the assets for their website. This is how the template looks like. And as with our other questionnaires, your clients will be equipped with a lot of examples here to better guide them in answering this form. If your client prefers using more dynamic interfaces like Google Docs, we also have this in Google Docs. This is our website copy guide in Google Docs. They contain the same prompts and questions, but of course you can change the images. You may also just adapt the images that we provided right here. And this is a more enjoyable way for clients to provide the assets for their websites, because from experience, that's the most time-consuming part for clients and most commonly the reason for delay. So we would like to make sure that we hold their hand throughout the process by providing these guides and tools. We have so many more resources for you, even the discovery call script, the script that will guide you in asking questions to help you price the project. We also have email scripts. Let me just look for a message template and email script. So if you'd like to pitch, or if you need to have guidance on how to answer a lead or onboard a client, all of the scripts to help you get started are right here. Look into the module lessons, you'll find that this contains more information about what each module of a foundations level contains. So notice how through these lessons, you'll be guided on how to offer a Squarespace project from end to end, starting from design strategy. And you'll find that I have a lot of templates, proposals, and checklists to make sure that you're not missing anything while delivering a Squarespace project. To better visualize the lessons, this is exactly how the curriculum will look like on your end. Notice we start with these lessons on design, wherein you'll be introduced to the standout checklist, because this is the exact checklist that I use for every Squarespace project to make sure that I'm not missing any task. And it starts with design, wherein we visualize the look and feel, the style of the Squarespace site, and then we'll move forward to the development. So the development part is where you learn more how to leverage the built-in features of Squarespace such that you build a Squarespace website the right way. So all the settings are right here to make sure that you are guided at every step. We have practice projects all throughout the program, and notice how the initial setup is all about becoming a Circle member. So we will facilitate your Circle membership such that you can create websites with 6-month trials and extend that indefinitely. And notice how I put premium on making sure that this site is searchable, that's SEO right here, performant, accessible, and responsive. And again, while these sound overwhelming at this point, don't worry, because I walk you through the very basics of these standards in building high quality websites. For example, I even have these separate checklists to make sure that we cover site performance. So this includes SEO as well as accessibility. And to make the learning more enjoyable while going through the lessons and learning all the wonderful built-in features of Squarespace, you'll be following along with me in building this project from end to end, the homepage, the about page, portfolio, and even the shop, even building courses and digital products, and even covering shipping, taxes, testing, and handoff. So to give you an idea of how it's delivered, notice if I visit one of the lessons, here's a glimpse of how we make the learning process more effective and interactive. At the end of the lessons, we prompt you to work on these layouts and build them on Squarespace on your own. And if you need help, or if you wish to learn from how I personally build these sections, you may simply click on these thumbnails and you'll be able to watch me build these sections. So really, at the end of the foundations level, you'll have a better understanding and appreciation of how great Squarespace is and how we can use its features in a smart way. So I'm not only giving like surface level knowledge about Squarespace. These are best practices from my years of delivering Squarespace projects. And of course, in the business unit, you'll learn how to price your project. I have a lesson about strategic pricing. And in terms of marketing your services, I firmly believe in using your product suite as a portfolio. So I highly encourage creating digital products, free content around your expertise so you can build your authority in whatever niche or space where you'd like to offer Squarespace websites. And of course, you'll be guided on how to make sure the client experience is pleasant. So you'll be able to learn more about how to best offboard and onboard clients, as I mentioned in when I walk you through all the templates and checklists. We also have a dedicated community for Standout Squarespace members. So this is where you can ask questions as well as connect with other Squarespace designers. So you'll find that right here, you be inspired by what other Squarespace designers are working on. For these live practice threads, this is where I challenged our students to come up with designs that are possible just by leveraging the built-in features of Squarespace. So you'll be surprised at what's possible just by applying what you learned in the foundations level of the course. You learn a lot from our community and be able to find support here as well. So I personally attend to questions. We also have mentors to help you. And of course, our other community team members are also very helpful. In your case, I highly recommend starting with a Standout Squarespace Foundations tier first. And once you're ready to learn code or create more sought after features through code, then that's when you can upgrade to our full version. You don't have to worry because whatever you've paid for the Foundations tier will be credited towards the Standout full version once you're ready to upgrade. So we just compute the difference for the upgrade fee. There are so much more possibilities to unlock once you learn coding in Squarespace, and I teach the process again in a smart way, which our students love. You'll find examples of our students' work by going to squarestylist.com/showcase. This is where you'll have a glimpse of what's possible when we use code in Squarespace. I'm very proud to say that all the websites that you'll see in the showcase page are made possible by the techniques, workshops, and support that we provide in the Standout Squarespace community. Right here, notice how I have workshops requested by our community, and then we also provide support, like if our students need help with their projects or need troubleshooting, then I provide code assistance right here. Or for example, if they need help in pricing a project or need help in managing the expectations of the client, I also provide additional support right here, apart from what's already available in our lessons. So yeah, those are the details of the program. If I missed any details or if you have additional questions, please feel free to let me know.